Hey, you're back. Hope you've had a great week so far. So today we're looking at how to get back into a routine. The likelihood is Christmas was crazy, friends and family were over, your routine's totally out of whack. That's fine, it's okay, but the question is how do we get back to where you were before? Okay, so I absolutely love routines. I know some people think that routines have to be super rigid and they're not flexible and they don't like routines, but you know what? Studies show the benefits of routines are just amazing, and I will actually do another video on that all by itself because maybe I might just be able to convince you to get a routine. So how can we get into a good routine, a good solid routine that works for your family? If you know me, I believe that every routine is very different. My routine can't be your routine because my family is very different to your family. And so I pride myself in helping mothers establish routines that works for their family, not mine. And that happens by taking into consideration your family dynamics. Some people are from single family homes, some are from homes where the father is there but he works a lot, the mum might work, and there's so many different dynamics to putting together a routine that works for your family. But I'm going to give you a few basic ones on how to put a simple routine together. So number one is to start with the basics. I always start my clients with the basics, and the basics being bedtime. What time do your children sleep? What time do you go to sleep? What time do they nap? And having those times set and back in place makes a huge difference. Now, where it was the Christmas holidays, I'm sure bedtime was whatever time you managed to go to sleep, right? But when you get back into school or back into your routine, the important thing is to have that bedtime set. In our household, 7 o'clock is time for bed. Mainly because I am home with them for the whole day. We do homeschool and I need time in the evening just for myself and to spend with my husband and to do videos and my business side of stuff. So 7 o'clock is the bedtime in our home. But what's the bedtime for your children? Let me know. Let me know what your children's bedtime is and how does that work for you? Does that go well? So have a bedtime and meal times. Meal times are so important. Our bodies are meant to have set bedtimes and set meal times. It's amazing how the Most High designed it. So have those basic things in place first. Make that number one. And then when that's back in place, then think about what's really important to your family. And as I said, every family is so different, and this is the reason why you cannot have a one routine that works for everybody. And you can't just get your routine from the internet, because the person who made that routine's life, their family life, is very different from yours. So you have to really think about what's important to you. It could be spending quality time with the children. It could be your children at school, so making sure that there's time to do your business if you're running a business, or to improve on a hobby so that it could become a business. It could be anything. It could be anything. But you need to write down what's important to you and where that can go in the routine. Make space for it. It could be as many things or as little things as possible. But one thing I do suggest is starting small. Do not try to put everything back in and then feel overwhelmed and frustrated when nothing's working. Start with one thing. Once it's implemented and it's going well, add another thing, and then add another thing until you have this amazing, beautiful routine that works for you. Okay? And number 3 is get everybody on board. Your husband, your children, your dog. We don't have a dog, we have a terrapin. Get everybody. I don't touch the terrapin, by the way. Anyway, get everybody on board. Let everybody know what the routine is, when the children are going to bed, when dinner time, lunchtime, breakfast time is, because that way you can all work together. Listen, mummies, do not be a martyr. Teamwork makes the dream work. Please, if nothing else from this video, do not be a martyr. Don't feel like you have to do this all by yourself. Work together with your family. Sit down and say, okay guys, what time do you think bedtime is? Especially if you have older children, younger children, I'm sorry, whatever mommy and daddy says, it goes. But with the older children, maybe sit down and say, what time should we have bedtime? What time should we have breakfast, lunch and dinner? What's important to you? What do you want to see happening in our day as a family? And what time do you want by yourself? Your routine can be beautiful and you can fit everything in. I know sometimes it feels like it's impossible, and I understand that feeling, because I remember feeling, I've got triplets, when am I going to find time to do anything? But I am a testimony that there is time. There is time. It just required shuffling things, being really consistent with my time, and being specific with what I was doing, and not wasting time. Not wasting time on Instagram, not wasting time on Facebook, not wasting time procrastinating. There's a downtime for me to be able to do that stuff, but not wasting loads of time throughout the day and then thinking, oh, I don't have any time to do things for myself. It's about being intentional with your time and with what it is that you have planned and what you want to do, both individually and as a family. So ladies, I want you to know that you can do this. You are amazing. You have time. You can find the time. If you have any questions, comment below. Send me a message. Let me know. I will get back to you. I will respond. If you like this video, please subscribe and like. If you want to hear some more tips and tricks for routines, let me know. If you have any questions, I will try to answer them as well. And I hope you have an amazing day. Stay blessed. Keep smiling. You are amazing. Ciao, mama.